Hello, my beautiful souls. I am the Awakened Dreamer, and I'm here to give you a daily read for today, August the 21st. And I do want to take this moment to thank all of my new and returning subscribers. Welcome, everybody. And if you haven't yet, please do hit that subscribe button for me. And I more than appreciate all of your likes, shares, and comments. So head on down below and do just that for me. And while you're down there, you will see all the information you need to book a personal reading with myself. Or I also do accept yes or no questions with the Pendulum. So yeah, just shoot me an email and I'll most definitely get those started for you, okay? And I meditated on the collective's energy for today. And the message that came through was, go with the flow, okay? Go with the flow, my friend. So let's start off by pulling a message or two from the Oracle of the Hidden Worlds deck. Spirit, what do we have for the collective for today to get this reading started? Thank you, Spirit. For today, the 21st, please. You just want that one. Alrighty, my friend. I believe this came out yesterday as well. Dawn Watcher. Caretaker, guardian, support. Excuse me, as I knock a card over. Yeah, you're very guided, my friend. You're being looked after is what they're saying. And by that they mean your spirit guides, your ancestors, your angels. You're being asked at this time to trust in their guidance and where they're trying to lead you. You know, once again, try and go with the flow with these kind of things, you know. Try not to fight it when you receive messages for some of you from them. Or if you're seeing synchronicities, try to watch out for those. You know, if you're seeing, 333, 444, I don't believe in coincidences, all right? So just try and pay attention to those things. They are messages and signs from your guides and your angels. They want you to try and center yourself today. Maybe try and meditate a bit more in order to realign yourself with them, you know, with their guidance. So you more easily can absorb the information and the messages they're trying to get to you, okay? Which will be in different ways for each and every one of you. So let's continue and do some shuffling. I'm going to pull 4 tarot cards. It does feel like overall the energy today is a bit calmer, I'll say, than yesterday. Yesterday I felt a bit more, let's get this done, let's get this done. Today it feels more like, okay, I will just kind of try and go with it and, you know, not try and force too many things, but just a bit more relaxed, okay? Which is good. My guides were telling me before this reading that it's okay for me to relax at times, which I seem to forget. So maybe some of you can relate. Spirit, what do we have for today? 4 tarot cards, please, to continue this daily read. Okay. Just want me to pull the last 2. Interesting. Okay, so my friend, we start off with the High Priestess. It's a day to get in touch with your higher self. It's a day to once again utilize this calming energy to get in touch with your guides and your ancestors or angels, to feel very connected to the universe as a whole. Excuse my voice. I promise, as the day goes on, after these daily reads, my voice comes back. But anyways, they're saying try at one point in the day, close your eyes, and be one with the relaxed feeling of the day, the tranquil feeling, if you will, and realize that your guides and your angels are all around you, all right? Watching you, protecting you, guiding you. And then we have the Nine of Pentacles. You're very money and career focused today. Even if it may not be what you are actively doing, I feel like it's very mentally what you're thinking about, It's on your mind. And I get a sense that your independence is very important to you these days. And it will play a part today where you're just kind of like, you know what? Standing proud in my own power. I'm doing what I'm doing for me. Whether it's you're working towards some financial goals, career goals, however it is for you building up a business. You feel like you're truly reaching for what you deserve. As you can see, she's reaching for one of those 9 pentacles. And it may not be the biggest pentacle in the image, in the picture, but again, there's a sense that you're feeling so independent that it doesn't matter to you. You're like, you know what, it's mine and I'm reaching for it, and I'm doing it all for me. Or not maybe necessarily all for you, but you're doing it what feels like all by your lonesome within your independence, okay? And Spirit is coming through to say that they're proud of you for what you've accomplished up until this point. So please be proud of yourself as well. I feel like you've worked really, really hard recently, especially when we move right along to the Nine of Wands, which is our Wounded Warrior card. I feel like you try to put these wounded warrior kind of feelings aside at times and stand proud in your independence, and keep reaching for your goals. And I feel like you put on a smile from day to day throughout all of the obstacles that life throws at you, which is beautiful. I can totally relate. But at times it does make you feel a bit burnt out, a bit like, ugh, do I have anything else to give? And Spirit's coming through right now just to say, you do, my friend. You have a lot more to give. Because you're so strong and you're so powerful at the end of the day. And there's another sense that by you standing in your independence and powering through all of these obstacles, at times almost just by yourself, when in reality of your guides and your angels, so you're not alone. But that sense of you doing it by yourself, that independence, it makes you feel a bit more, it gives you that push to keep going, all right? The little oomph, if you will. I totally relate, okay? And they're saying things will change, okay? It's not going to always feel like life is tossing you left and right and up and down, and you know what I mean? And again, they're reminding you to go with the flow today, all right? Allow for things to just unravel in the way they're meant to, even if it doesn't feel natural at times, okay? It may be fighting against your controlling nature, you know, part of which your need to want to be in charge of every aspect of your life. And I totally get that, you know. We all like that sense of control in our life, but there comes a time or some days where, like today, where we need to just be like, I trust that there's a divine plan, there's a divine, um, that there's divine guidance, you know, and I can just at times take a seat or take a deep breath and sit back and be like, I'm just going to go with it, you know, allow things to just happen the way they're meant to, and realize that that is divinely and destined to be. Okay. And then we have the Page of Swords to finish up the 4 cards. I'm getting that by the end of the day, you may receive a message from somebody that just shocks you and surprises you. May even disgust you. But they're saying don't let this in any way, shape, or form, if it is something you're not happy about, don't let it put a damper on the overall good feeling you're going to have going throughout the day, you know? Almost feels like the first half of the day will be such a beautiful, like uplifting feeling and energy. And then, you know, maybe because you're starting to re-enter that 9 of Wands, that wounded warrior mindset, you know, you're attracting in those things that you don't necessarily want from the universe. So it's just something to be mindful of, you know. You know, your mindset and your energy that you're giving out to the universe does reflect back at all times. Okay? I have to be aware of that as well. They're attracting me to her, the way she's balancing almost on her tiptoes. And I don't usually get this message from this card, but it very much so connects to this 9 of Wands, where it's like you feel like you've just been balancing on your tiptoes, you know, you've just been doing your best to keep afloat, or at the very least accomplish and stay balanced throughout all that life throws at you once again. But try to exit this mindset and realize that there's much more amazing things on the horizon for you, you know? You're divinely guided in this direction that you're heading for a reason, you know, and with these feelings do come lessons. Don't forget that you'll carry into a brighter, better future for yourself. Let's close off this beautiful daily read with a Moonology card or 2. What final message do we have for the collective for today? Thank you, Spirit. Flying onto the ground. And once again, even though they went flying onto the ground, it was a very like almost like waves of the ocean, very tranquil. They want me to pull another one before I read them. What final message do we have for the collective for today? Oh, I love it. Perfect. We'll read that one last. So adjustments are required. Again, these first 2 cards, I believe, came out at the end of yesterday's daily read too. So I feel like there's an overall message of making adjustments and trusting in your guides, you know, carrying over from yesterday. But anyways, so adjustments are required. Again, letting go of this wounded warrior mindset, you know, letting go of what was in order to embrace what's to come. And your hard work is paying off. This was the other one that came out yesterday. What you're working towards is starting to pay off, my friend. Even if you can't fully see it just yet. You know, I feel like this has a lot to do with what you're working towards financially and career-wise. For some of you as well, it has to do with your inner work, you know? Or for some of you, the work you've been doing directly connected with the spirit. I, of course, totally get that. Okay? So they advise you to just keep going, you know, with what you're working towards, because if you can't see physical results just yet, it's going to happen, okay? And the last one, just a beautiful note to end on. The end of a tough cycle approaches. Listen to this again, my friend. The end of a tough cycle approaches. It's not here just yet, per se, but can you feel it? It's coming to an end. Any sense of struggles and feeling wounded and tossed around by life, it's coming to an end. As you enter this new chapter of life, as you embark on what feels like a new journey for yourself. So again, as today unfolds, my friend, trust in your guides, trust in spirit, and go with the flow. And trust that everything's going to fall into place beautifully, and that divine timing does exist. And if you feel like a divine detour is in the midst, again, go with the flow, trust it. You know, it's going to lead you to a better path for yourself, okay? So just go with the flow. But on that note, if you haven't yet, do subscribe to my wonderful channel, and head on down below and do like this video and leave me a comment. I want to hear all about your personal situation. And while you're down there, do shoot me an email about booking a personal reading or yes or no pendulum question. And I hope you guys have the most amazing day, and I'll see you next time. Bye.